Hi, my name is Amjad Farhan. I'm the manager of mobile software applications at SkyWave, and in this video, I'll demonstrate a number of features offered by the Garmin Dispatch Agent service provided by SkyWave to communicate with a Garmin device connected to an IDP terminal. For questions on this video or on Garmin Dispatch, please contact our customer support at support@skywave.com. For our demonstration, we will be using a Garmin P&D connected to an IDP desktop terminal. And as our back office application, we will be using Messenger from the IDP Developer Toolkit. Messenger is to the left of your screen, and the Garmin screen is shown on your right. In this demo, I will send a message over the air using a simulated gateway tool from a back-end application like SkyWave's Messenger tool to a Garmin device connected to an IDP terminal in order to define a number of driver identifications, passwords, and statuses. I will also attempt to log in once using a driver ID and an incorrect password, and another time using a correct password, and notice the corresponding over-the-air messages. I will also change the driver status and notice the generated corresponding message over the air. Let's start by defining a driver ID on our IDP terminal that is connected to the Garmin device. So click on New, select the terminal, and then select the Garmin Dispatch, SYN, and then the driver ID min, which is a toMobile message. Now in the erase field, we want to erase all the driver IDs that may exist on that terminal, and we want to add a new driver ID. So we'll have to select a name and a password for that driver. Notice that there is an optional field for a secondary password that you could include for your driver. So our password is PWD, and then select the message and confirm that it has been acknowledged. Next, let's define driver statuses on IDP terminal. So we'll send another toMobile message from the same service, Garmin Dispatch. Select them in, and then let's erase any driver statuses that may exist on that IDP terminal. So I'll set it to 1. And let's define 2 or 3 statuses on IDP. Now notice that each status that we define must have a unique status ID number, and then it has a name, of course. So we have status ID 0, 1, and 2. That would be for off duty, on duty, and driving. Let's send this message and confirm that it has been acknowledged by the IDP terminal. So now that the driver IDs and statuses are programmed in IDP, let's test them out. So on Garmin, let's attempt to log in using the driver ID that we programmed. So let's enter driver ID Bob, and let's try to punch in an incorrect password. So let's throw in a number of zeros, for example, which is an incorrect password. And when we submit this, we're attempting to log in and select one of the driver statuses, like on duty. Notice that the rejection message on Garmin is displayed, and also we received a FromMobile message that indicates that a driver attempted to log in with this driver ID Bob and this password, and the driver login was unsuccessful. Now let's try to log in again with using the correct driver ID and password, so Bob as driver ID and then PWD as password, and then let's select a driver's status like on duty, so the second driver status. Notice that Garmin has accepted this time, and also we received 2 FromMobile messages in response to this. So the first one is the driver ID, so that indicates which driver attempted to log in using which password and that the login has been successful. and accepted, and then the second message indicates which status they have selected. So message ID of 1 corresponds to on duty, the second status. So now let's try to change the driver status to something like driving, which is the third driver status, which corresponds to driver status number 2. We would receive another from mobile message for driver status, and notice the driver message status change it to indicate that. In this video, I demonstrated how Garmin Dispatch Agent installed on an IDP terminal could be used to authenticate drivers and report their logins and status changes over the air, of course using a connected Garmin device. I hope you found it useful. I also encourage you to check out our other Garmin Dispatch videos for more features. Thanks for watching.